Venus entering Leo on August 25th at 12:27 p.m. Eastern Time. This date should sound familiar if you are paying attention to the Mercury retrograde, because Mercury is leaving its post shadow also on August 25th, the same day. And that is happening in Leo. So again, very, very notable. The Mercury retrograde is happening in Leo, and it is fully clearing that energy on the 25th, the same day that Venus is entering that sign. So that 25th of August is going to feel like there is a shift, because all of a sudden Mercury is fully direct, starting to move through new degree points, and Venus is entering that sign. So we're going to have Mercury and Venus channeling their energy into the Leo area of our chart. So you really want to pay attention to which houses. So you could have one, depending on the house system that you use, or you could have two. You could potentially have three. Most likely it is one or two houses that are in Leo. But we're kicking off a different chapter on this 25th of August. Venus represents balance, relationships, beauty, joy. Leo is the fixed fire sign, and it is focused on performance. So like wants to be the star, maybe a little center of attention. It's got that ego because it's really confident. And it is focused on expression, self-expression. That could be through creativity or just wanting to share, wanting to be seen, be validated even. Venus will be in this sign until September 19th. So August 25th through September 19th. If you want a checkpoint reference on the last time that Venus was in and transited Leo, you're going to look back at 2019. So many, many years back in your calendar. And that was July 27th through August 21st. So we also had a bit of a summertime vibe going on with this transit. But yeah, 2019, July 27th through August 21st, that's the last time that Venus was moving through Leo. That could give you an indicator of what might come up for you. Otherwise, for this month ahead, you're going to look back at 2019. So many, many years back in your calendar. And that was July 27th through August 21st. We can expect ease and desire to bring peace, relaxation, and pleasure to the Leo area of your chart. And Leo loves that because Leo wants to play and wants to have fun. So Venus being there, it's like a wonderful match. They can work together and collaborate. Venus also is associated with the arts and aesthetics, and Leo is a creative sign. So you have maybe a interest or draw or desire to tap into creative outlets in general, to create beauty, to share. And you could potentially even be feeling more confident. Remember, Leo has that ego, it has that conviction, that courage. And when you have Venus there, you are having some flow. So it doesn't even feel nerve-wracking to be confident. You're just like, yeah, I'm like feeling myself. This is great. So you could want to create, express, be confident, and enjoy the process and be proud of yourself. So you're like, oh my gosh, I did that and that was awesome. Yay. So this presumably, especially with Mercury also being in direct motion finally and moving through new degree points, having Mercury there and having Venus there, we're having some good momentum. We're kind of enjoying ourselves in different ways. And of course, where this enjoyment, creativity, confidence, and ease presents is fully dictated by where Leo is within your chart. So you want to look at which houses, which slices of the zodiacal pie are existing between 0 and 29 degrees of Leo. Maggie, I'm a Leo rising and Leo moon. So Maggie, what you're going to want to look for are the days because there'll be multiple. The days when Mercury is, maybe it already has with the retrograde, but Mercury is passing over your rising degree and your moon degree, and same thing with Venus. So when Venus in particular, because that's our main subject matter here, when Venus in particular is passing over the moon and passing over that rising sign, which will happen over the next month, starting at the end of August, that is bringing energy, support, flow, encouragement to that Leo energy, which you have so strongly baked into your identity, how you present, and your emotional processing. So Venus is there as a benefic planet to support that, give you the confidence boost that you need, that you are meant to have. You got that Leo rising. You are meant to work on and grow your confidence in this lifetime. And think about, from the Leo moon perspective, where your ego could be triggered by what's happening emotionally. But yeah, I would suggest leaning into that creative expression with those two placements and with Venus moving through and passing over both of those. What creative outlets that you have? Maybe you just set aside August 25th to September 19th and you create some little outlets for yourself. You commit to a specific project that you want to work on, something where you can play and have fun. And same thing for you, Christia, for the Leo rising. You want to look at that degree point and think about, Venus is activating the full sign, but when it gets to that specific degree for your rising, it's like you kind of feel it more in your essence, like it hits a little differently. Sign me up for confident confidence. Yeah, exactly. 10th house. Yeah, so if what we are describing here, Venus moving through Leo, is happening in your 10th house, then this flow, creativity, expression, confidence, ease, and playfulness, enjoyment being relayed into that 10th house, which is that long-term career. How can you make your career, your arc, your narrative story more fun, playful, more creative, more freeing, more centering you in it? And then similarly, it could be a shift in your reputation. Could be how others are seeing you because you are striking out and you are doing something a little bit different. Of course, we're not talking about Mars energy. Mars would be, we're initiating, we're starting that new thing in this area of life. This is Venus, which is saying we're just going to support what you got going on. We're going to bring ease, joy, creativity, and beauty to what is happening there. Also bringing harmony as well. Anything that's a little out of balance, Venus is like, boop, boop, boop. Let's realign that, get that working a little bit better for us. Third house. So Diana, that's going to be looking at your communication, short distance travel, neighbors, neighborhood siblings, daily rituals. So any rituals that you have different from routine, day-to-day routine. So you could be having more conviction, more confidence, ease. Maybe the words are flowing. Plus, of course, we have the Mercury stationing direct. That's helping as well. So the co-presence of these is pretty significant. We're having flow, but we're having more clarity of mind and clarity of language happening at the same time. So starting on this 25th, it's going to feel like, oh, yeah, things are coming through clearly. I can say them clearly. I can speak them with conviction. I can be playful, maybe a little bit flirty. Because you have your North Node there, you're going to want to check for when it hits that. So when does Venus run over that North Node? And similar to what I said about the rising sign, it's activating it in a way that's encouraging you to pursue your purpose. Because you're being asked in this lifetime to grow towards and embody Leo and embody communication. So Venus is there, like, yeah, let's do that. Here's a little hug. Here's a little support. So that could be a day where if you have something that you want to share, that you want to have lit up, have supported, it could be a bright spot that you circle on your calendar, a day to pay attention to. 12th house. So that would mean for you, Chloe, that for this month, you are bringing some ease and some harmony into your soul work, your healing work. Venus wants to connect, wants to be in relationship with other people, but the 12th house is associated with isolation, with being by yourself, having alone time. But there is such love that you can give to yourself in the vacuum without other people. So that's maybe something that you're thinking about in this period of time, is that quiet self-care, taking time away, tending to yourself, tending to the wounds that you have specifically as relates to Leo traits. What are the traits that are the undoing of a Leo? Too big of an ego. Confidence issues, maybe lack of confidence. Blocks around creativity or being able to express or be authentic. Fully embodying who you are. So Venus would be supporting through that entire month to encourage you, to give you a little pep talk, to help you clear some of that out, likely through the self-expression, through creative outlets, through figuring out where you can instill some harmony